Okay, here's your reading. Knight of Pentacles surrounding your entire reading. This is slow, God, tedious energy. Someone coming in with a pentacle or not coming in, whichever way you want to look at it, because they're so slow. There is one of those horses' legs in front of the other. They are coming. It's just it can take lifetimes. Bring in a pentacle. This can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. This is surrounding the entire reading, that card right there. So up here in your highest energy, the Magician. You're manifesting. I think you're manifesting because these are the two strongest energy cards in your whole reading. I think you're manifesting this pentacle to actually come in that you've waited for, and you've probably just been manifesting and manifesting. And, there's a symbol of intuition and knowing. I think you might feel it coming. I think you might maybe know how to bring it in now. You have all the tools in order to do it. So the Magician is right next to the Fool card, which is right above the Knight of Pentacles. So now I feel like that you were or are in a relationship with someone who you were living in the moment with, day by day, head in the clouds, bouncing along. I feel like it was really fun. I feel like there was a lot of joy associated with this relationship. So whether they're in your life now or not, this person was very slow to any commitments. Very slow, male or female. So next to the Fool card is the Three of Cups. It is a reunion. There's a reunion coming in with someone that you used to have a lot of fun with, but they were not committable at the time. But I think they're coming back. This is a reunion card, and I think it's going to be a happy reunion because of course it's going to be a happy reunion. You had a happy relationship, but they wouldn't commit. But since they're coming back in, let's find out what's going on because I've got this feeling that this is what the reading is about. They may be committable now. So then we have the Chariot, the card for Cancer. So Cancer could be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading in somebody else's chart. But Cancer, this is about moving forward. You are moving forward. This pentacle, this Knight of Pentacles, it's coming forward. It's making it to you. And you're doing it. You're manifesting it mentally. You're putting the energies out in the universe. They're picking up on it, and they're bringing it in. They're bringing in this pentacle. So those sphinxes, when they get up, they can book. They can really move fast. So it feels to me like this Knight of Pentacles, male or female, is giving the horse a little kick. I have the Seven of Cups under the Three of Cups. It's also right next to the Knight of Pentacles, the overall energy. This is confusion and love. This is what was holding them back. They weren't really sure, what love is. They weren't sure if that's what they were feeling or not. I think they're coming to a conclusion that they miss you and they want to come back because according to this reading, they're not really in your life. You've never forgotten about them, but I think they're coming back in because I think they're not as confused as they used to be. They're more aware of the qualities, the fun, the joy, the love, things that they were taking for granted before because of the Fool energy here that the two of you were living in. Perhaps they were hoping that they could just live in the Fool's energy for the rest of their lives. That doesn't usually happen. I have the Six of Swords under the Chariot. Yes, you will be moving forward, but it's not going to be fast forward. Not with the Six of Swords being under the Chariot. So you will be, though, and you're going to be moving away from rocky waters towards smoother, calmer waters. But there's going to be some conversations when they come back. It's a really happy reunion, but you're definitely going to have conversations that's going to help this relationship move forward. Part of it's going to be about the Six of Pentacles, all the breadcrumbing. Part of it is about, with the Knight of Pentacles, they're usually so slow to commit. They don't stick around too long. They come and go. I'm surprised I don't have the Knight of Wands here. They usually come and go, or they just feed enough to the relationship to keep it afloat. because they don't want to be in a commitment. So this is going to be talked about. It throws your scales off balance, and it just doesn't feel fair because you were willing to put the work in and they weren't. But looky here, looky now. I have the 8 of Pentacles right next to the 6 of Pentacles. This is actually working on the relationship. This is actually building a future, working, to build a life. And this is under the 7 of Cups. So I think they've been putting their nose to the grindstone. They may have been like moving up in their profession. Maybe they never had a job. Maybe they have a job now. Maybe they're really getting more responsible and they're really looking towards the future. So they're coming back. This is someone you want to come back, not somebody you don't want to come back, okay? Someone that you have very fond memories with. Excuse me. So, on the other side, we have the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands, yeah, it was a burden. You know what? It was a burden for you by not having that offer of that stability and security. I think it was a burden for you to not be with this person, because I think there was a lot of love here. Oh, there was. That's the next card. I got the 10 of Wands here, so that means you're going to be putting down that heavy burden, because it looks like they are growing up. They are mentally maturing in such a way that they're able to think about the future, and you're the one they want to spend it with. You're the one they want to see if they can pick things up where they left off. They've really been putting their nose, per se, to the grindstone, and they're really thinking about the future. It's right next to the Ace of Cups. Not only that, they miss you. They have a huge cup of love for you, and you still do for them, too, with this Ace of Cups. Huge, huge cup of love. I have the 8 of Swords under the 10 of Wands and next to the 7 of Cups. So, I think you both were kind of living in this place of not knowing all the truth. I think that's why you need to have a lot of conversations here. You went forth just in the Fool's energy, kind of blindfolded, not really looking forward, not seeing forward, not thinking forward. They're definitely coming out of this. This is like by choice. This is like all this truth and clarity is all around them, but unable to know it, unable to see it because they're bound. The feet are not bound. The mouth is not bound. And I think they just, took initiative and they started to look at truth and clarity. And I think it all came from this job or this career that they might have and they've been working at. And at the same time, their mind is it keeps going back to you. And guess what? I think you manifested it and they're coming back to you. I have the 5 of Swords next to the 8 of Swords and under the King of Pentacles, Scorpio. So there you are. This is under the King of Pentacles. So they come forth, they have a pentacle now. They're just much more mature, okay? And you're picking up your swords of truth and clarity. You're having these conversations. I think they did have some kind of energy attached to them before that they had to let go. And I think they've actually realized that a lot of truths about themselves and a lot of truths about you and the way your relationship was. Sometimes people have to get out there and they have to go out and explore to realize, what they had was so special. And I think that's what's happening here. I have the Page of Swords under the Ace of Cups and next to the 5 of Swords. The Page of Swords, this is having a sword up in self-defense. This is also spying. I mean, they're probably been looking at your social media. You may have been looking at their social media. Something like that. Some type of spying, trying to make sure that you're still single before they come back. You've been looking, and this is part of your manifesting because, by looking at their profiles and things like what they're doing, that those energies get out there in the universe. And it's all because you still love them. That's the only reason that if you're still looking, if they're still looking, I think they want to make sure you're single. that you didn't have anybody attached to you when they were looking back, okay? So they wanted to be sure that they had a chance before they come forward with this pentacle. So I have the Ace of Pentacles under the Eight of Swords and next to the Eight of Pentacles. There's the offer. This is the pentacle that you've been waiting for. I don't know how long they've been gone, but they have not forgotten about you, and you have not forgotten about them. And there will be an offer of commitment in this relationship. First, they want to, see if you want to restart it. And that will take a lot of conversations. The both of you, I think, have grown a lot since you were together the last time. You may even reconnect through social media, through the spying type thing, when nobody knows the other's looking at them. They're a soulmate. You know what? You may have known them since they were much younger. You might have known them high school, junior high, college, younger years. This is a very sweet soulmate card. Very sweet. Indeed, this cup has a flower in it. It's the only cup that is allowed to have anything in it at all. Not none of these. None of those are the right cups. This is the right cup. It's very sincere, and it's very sweet, and it's very fresh, and it's very new. They want to start over. And it's right next to the Ace of Swords, which is right under the Page of Swords. So the Ace of Swords, there's all that conversation I was talking about. They want to be honest. They want to be upfront and truthful, and they want you to too. And you do too. And you will be. It's right next to this Six of Cups. So they have not only the Ace of Pentacles to offer, they have the Ace of Swords. They have an Ace of Cups. Look, I got 3 aces just in this section alone in this reading. This is a very, very strong soulmate who is coming back because the timing's right. They've learned what they've needed to learn to be comfortable in coming back, and they feel grounded now. They weren't grounded before. Neither one of you, I don't think, were grounded before. Now you both are grounded enough in order to move this forward. And then remember we had that last card? This is the clarifying card. This is the Justice card, the card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is about justice. This is about this relationship becoming balanced. And, once this relationship does become rebalanced again, it was never really balanced. But once it becomes balanced, I think you're both going to have your sword up in self-protection to protect this relationship. That sword is about truth, and it is about clarity, and it's about self-justice. And that's going to help you put down your burdens that you've been carrying and waiting and wondering about, where they are, what's going on, do they still think about you? Yes, 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 they do. Definitely. They've gone through a lot of growing mentally. They're very mature now, and they're getting ready to come forward. So this is what's going on. It's going on in the background. If it isn't happening already, they're getting ready to come forward. They're changing from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles.